What's up, YouTube guys? It's your boy, the Badwolf. Today we're going to be talking about the application for applying for the USA passport. Okay, so this is your DS11. All right, so you can obtain one of these from going on to the Department of Travel state website or going to your local post office and getting the application. Once you've got the application, you're just going to follow the information as listed. Okay, they did a really good job of providing information. So I'm just here to give you some information that either they don't really tell you or that you should, just kind of be aware of as your first time applying. Now, and this is going to come in kind of a jumbled order, just as it comes to me. So here we go. One of the things is don't wear an all-white shirt. Okay, don't do that. They don't like that. Nothing too busy either. So it should be a solid color, but just not white. Okay. When you go to make your appointment, call the USPS, your local post office, or your courthouse, and set it up. There's usually like a $20 fee that's usually payable in cash, outside of your other fees that you have to pay for, which is your passport card, I think, is like $30, and then the regular book, which is all the average person needs, is going to be, I think, was it like $90 or $100, something like that. So double check with them. What is the difference between the large book and the regular book? The large book is just if you're going to do a lot of traveling, so they have more places to stamp, so you don't run out. Okay. One of the next things you need to know is if you're going to be applying for this as a U.S. citizen, okay, then everything is straightforward. Follow every single one of the directions on there. Fill out everything to the best of your ability, and you will get your citizenship as a U.S. citizen. If you're from one of the territories, you have the right to file and get one of these as well. From any one of the outlying areas, Guam, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, whatever. And you can fill this out, and you can fill it out to the best of your knowledge as you know how to, and you will get the citizenship status of a non-citizen national of the United States. Okay. Now, for those people who want a third option, which is not talked about on here, you're going to want to check out my other video on filling the DS11 or the passport application out as a U.S. national. What is a U.S. national? U.S. national is typically somebody who was born here or was naturalized in one of the 50 states, and you're basically declaring that you are of the republic, which you have this right as being born here or naturalized to declare this. So you already are now, you're just declaring this. But what is the real difference? Well, the real difference is that a citizen or a non-citizen national typically are under the jurisdiction of the federal government. Okay, so your police officers, you're part of the commerce level of citizenship status. Okay, there's different statuses or levels to citizenship. Most people don't know that they have the right to be a U.S. national, but in their heart, typically they want to be. However, the main differences are a U.S. citizen has a driver's license and drives their car and pays the normal fees and things of that nature. A U.S. national will typically use their passport when done correctly, and if they have a paid-off vehicle or whatever else, can travel in their vehicle without having to be registered to the state because they belong to their own state. Now, there are more things to that, but you have to go back and watch some of my other videos and how to travel properly and safely. Okay, so moving along, when filling this out as a U.S. national, okay, you are not going to want to use zip codes because zip codes imply jurisdiction. Okay, where it says Social Security number, you can utilize it. Some people put all zeros down, but in fact what you really should do is they already have your social security number if you have one. If you don't have one, then just leave it blank or put a line through the first couple of spaces. Because putting all zeros is actually a number, and that could be considered fraud, so you don't necessarily want to do that. Some people have gotten away with it, but I have heard some stories where some people, got hammered for it. So if you ruffle their feathers, they might fly down on you. Utilize the zip code. This first part of the section anyway is really for whoever's filling out the application. This is not for the person who's applying. So there's a difference. That's why a lot of people, when they're behind in their child support, they do use that first section, but they're denying the person in the first section because of the socials tied to having more than $2,500 in arrears for child support, but they're not denying the person on the page 2 of 2 who's trying to actually get it. Okay, so be aware of that little trap there. They will then update your file using that social. So you are no longer a SS social slave or citizen social security number, excuse me. So on the next page, real quickly, you're going to want to fill out all that information, but when it comes to U.S. citizen, when they ask about your parents, you're going to put no. Even though they technically could be considered that, but that's not the U.S. citizen you think it is. They're claiming you to be underneath their federal jurisdiction, okay, not the United States of America. If it doesn't say USA on there, it's a different entity, it's a different corporation, it's a different nation, okay? So just like number 11, it says, have you ever been married? A lot of people think this is about your spouse, but it's some of it is and some of it isn't. It's a trick. So number 11, it says U.S. citizen, just slides it in there. It doesn't say she or he or her. They're talking about you, okay? Because back in the old days, the DS-11 had U.S. citizen and state citizen on there, which is what it was called in those days. So also check number 11 for no for that. All right. And when it comes to permanent address, this is where you're going to want to put RFD instead of your real address, which is real free delivery, which is legal, because if you read the subsection in 19, it says down there that you can put anything you want down there but a P.O. box. Permanent address means what jurisdiction are you legally in. Now, if you really wanted, yeah, you could put your real address down there. And wait, before you get there, I know what you're saying. Well, if I don't put it in my mail, your mailing address is where you want your mail sent to, in care of. Your number 19 is claiming jurisdiction for the applicant. Okay? It's okay that they're different. They tell you right in here that it's okay if it's different. So if you do use your real address, just don't put down the zip code, because technically that is a benefit, and that is a federal benefit, establishing that you're in a federal imaginary jurisdiction around your house. You put your city down, your state. I would also write out your state instead of just using a 2-digit abbreviation, because that's a benefit. And then everything else pretty much is status quo. Now, that's how you begin the process, okay? But if you read the information on page 1 of 2 carefully, you'll find that it doesn't say anything about being a U.S. national on there. You actually have to look over on page 2 of 2 in the section where it says, please do not write below this line, issuing office only. And they're going to have abbreviations for your status. And if you look in the second set of boxes, they have NAT, National Citizen, USCIS, USDIC, or whatever else, and then they can put the information in there. Okay? So that is where that in particular information about a national or a U.S. national is located right there. Okay, they're not going to. So basically, it's I don't want to say it's a trap, but it's a trap. If you just fill out everything the status quo way, you're only going to get the ability to be either a citizen or a non-citizen national. Okay, to be declared as a U.S. national or national, You have to fill it out just the way I told you. And then the key to this is attaching or annexing an explanatory statement, which you can create your own. I have one for sale down below in the boxes, and you can get them from other people. Or, just, like I said before, simply you can just make your own. But what does it need to say? You need to declare by looking up what is a U.S. national. Go to the Department of Travel, take their information on what that is, and put it into your explanatory statement. My explanatory statement in BASIC is 8 pages. The one up from there I have, which is the master, is like 15, I think, pages long, breaking it down into all the laws, rules, self-declarations, actual codes that they use internally for that process. Some people you don't have to put that much information. It's up to you. It just makes for a stronger case. Some people have used 1 paragraph. Some people have used 50 sheets in their declarations. They're not average because most people don't even read page 1 of 2 in the section where it says, all this I declare under penalty of perjury. All the following is lawful or true unless an explanatory statement is attached. That means they give you the ability to declare yourself in a different way than what they think you probably are. And therein lies the truth. So that's about it. So for more information on that, check out some of my other videos, or contact me, or look at other videos. And that's how you apply for your different citizenships in their commerce, their little federal way of becoming or I shouldn't say becoming, but declaring yourself as either a citizen of the U.S., a non-citizen national of one of the territories, or a U.S. national or national state citizen, also known as a non-resident alien, subject to the different jurisdictions thereof. So do your research on that. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Like I said, I've got more videos on each different question being asked and how to fill it out line by line in my past videos. This is just something for beginning people before they get started and they don't know which one to do, or that there even was a difference. Okay, so now you at least know the difference, and whichever way you choose, that's up to you, and it's totally fine by me. Once you learn what jurisdiction is and how it applies to you and how it can be a benefit, because everything that they do is about benefits and privileges. Whereas when you're outside of their jurisdiction, it's about your rights and freedoms. Okay? 2 different constitutions. There's a Constitution of the United States, and then there's a Constitution of the United States of America Republic. There's a difference. Do your research and be free. So that's about it, guys. Talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. All the information is down below. Benefits, offers, and privileges also down below. Privileges. Rights? Privileges? No, which one is it? A little both, I guess. Going from one to the other, we'll say. So take care, stay safe and healthy, and talk to you later. More videos coming up.